Welcome to the first episode of the After Church podcast. This is from Rocky Mountain Ghana SDA Youth, and we started this podcast just to have more conversations with ourselves, to keep honest, to talk about, the life of God after church, outside of the establishments. So today we're going to be talking about the first year of college. And I'm going to go ahead and allow the guests to introduce themselves. I'll introduce myself last, and then we're going to go ahead with the questions, with the conversations. Are y'all excited?
Yeah.
They don't look excited. They're lying.
We talk about
Okay, go ahead.
So my name is Abena Free Karen Boahin, and I attend Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, ATL.
Period.
ATL. What about you?
My name is Kennedy Autry, and I attend University of Northern Colorado in Greenlee, and I'm a class of 2028, and I'm studying computer science.
Period. He stayed local. He didn't want to be like Karen and myself. And yeah, you're free, Hako. Well, hello everybody. My name is Efia Boachi Yadom. I am a senior health sciences major, African American studies minor from Aurora, Colorado, by way of Ghana, of course, and I attend the illustrious,
Hey,
the
madam.
best Howard University, big HU, not the little one.
Okay,
Yeah.
period.
Okay, period.
Period.
Okay, so today, like I said, we're going to be talking about everybody's freshman year experience. Somebody's going to ask me if you're a whole senior, core college, 1,000 years senior, so why are you talking about this today? But we have two freshmen, actually. So I think this conversation is going to be very interesting for us to have. And I don't know anything. I learned a lot my freshman year. Everything
Right.
about how I am now is based off of what happened my
Right.
freshman year.
And this will be good too for other people too, like
to
like,
really, yes, to get into the nitty-gritties of what college is like.
exactly, because it's not exactly how it seems.
Karen Bayandra, or what, Saturday, she said, you think people didn't tell me that college is hard.
Bro, for real, like
So I
nobody
could
told
have
me nothing.
I'll go share
Like,
about it. Anyway, you came, you went, you did successful, you came back.
Exactly.
Okay, period. So let's see. How are we going to start this conversation? I really just want to get first impressions. Let's do that. I think that's a
Yeah.
good way to start. First impressions of college. What did you expect? And how were those expectations when you finally got there?
Okay, I'll go first. So, well, like before I went, I already knew that college is like hard. It's not like high school. But then I also knew like because of my school name, like it was gonna be like extra hard. But then we're not supposed to say it. But forgive me because it was
I did not
something.
yet not to say or can't everything. She's even cussing. It hurt
Hey.
that bad.
It wasn't
it
like I feel like in college I thought it was gonna be I don't know. I thought it was gonna be like a little like high school because like in high school I took like concurrent Roman classes, so I kind of like like took the college. I already had like the little college experiences when it comes to like the academic side, and I was doing great, so I thought like it was going to be the same, but no. These teachers expect you to write 42-page essays. Like every week is a new test. Like hello. So yeah, it was something.
Reality check for Miss Valedictorian.
Hey, madam.
Can't see a new.
Salutatorian, no. It's not bad.
That's okay. That's still a big accomplishment. What about you?
College was a bit easy for me.
Hey,
It's like
okay. Oh,
Yeah,
you see the
yeah.
difference? Hey, stay school. Maybe you should.
because I have my sister with me,
Oh.
right?
Okay,
So,
that's real.
Yeah, she got through. She helped me got through like most of the things like dining stuff like that.
We're first gen.
environment. Yeah.
You and I are first gen.
And
We're
it's
the
like-
oldest in our families. We're the first people to go to
Exactly.
college, so it's a
Yeah.
little bit different from you.
Yeah. It's like it was a bit easy.
That's
And
fancy.
I mean, I feel like and she helped me around the environment, and she helped me mostly with my work sometimes,
Oh,
right?
Okay.
So it was a bit, and I didn't go hard into
No
it. Like,
wonder. You
Yeah.
work cry.
Yeah.
You want money and
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Oh, okay.
And you want to see.
No, okay.
but I'm thinking sophomore's gonna be hard. So
Why? Because she's
I'm
not gonna
ready
be
for
there.
yeah.
I don't think so. Because you would have already been through the
Right,
first year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You already been through like all the hard stuff, so
Okay, my first experience. Okay, what did I expect? I was very meticulous about what college I wanted to go to. I didn't really care about whether I was staying here or going out of state, but I was saying, I didn't want to close myself into a box. Because I want to say, I know to have whoever you go to middle school with is who you go to high school with. And I'm like,
Right.
do I really want to go to the same school as these people? I've been growing up with them my whole life. And they're like, I don't really have any connection to these people that I'm going to school anyway. So when I found out about HBCUs, I was like, okay, very tunnel vision. I feel like I want to go to a HBCU. Howard came my way. I got accepted. What did I expect going to Howard? It was more of like, let me just go and see what happens. You get what I mean? I don't really think I went with any strict expectations. I was just like, what do you say? College ni drew hunting say dear.
Let's see how- yeah.
Exactly. But like that's what I'm saying. Like your experience is a little bit different because you're not first gen. Well, like you are, but you have an older sister who's already been to school. But me and Karen, we're the ones doing it on our own.
Right.
Tim call him said the first 3 days
Hey, yeah,
because you can say I didn't tour the school. Say you went on college tours, right?
right, but like, didn't you at least have like programs to support you?
Ah.
and those stuff?
Sister, they did, but like, okay, so you know how you have freshman week before the school actually starts? I didn't go there for freshman week. Freshman week
okay.
was from what, like Monday to Friday that week, right? I got there at like Thursday. Freshman week was already over. I got there at Thursday. I actually went into the school Friday. So I'm on my church and maybe I the college tour stuff in my neighbor. And see, my first 3 days in a day.
It was hard.
It was hard. Adriana Krana mini baby.
Oh.
Anyway, so yeah, what I scanning in us, but
okay.
that's not the point. You get what I'm saying? So it's a little bit different. And then like I was saying, I didn't really go there with expectations because I went with one girl that I went to high school with, and then I went with another Ghanaian girl as well. So by all means, minimum, yeah, I know 2 people that I came
Right.
with that live in the same state as me. If I don't have any friends to cry,
You have
if I find a
somebody.
but me so me share that me dem plan for 70 year school ni na group chat ni aye bi dada.
Okay.
We already started texting people trying to figure out who was in our class, who we can connect with, who was living in the same place we did. So we had a good like social circle. But like you know who your people are though. And see the
Exactly.
girls I went there with, that lived here, they were my girls, but we figured it out together, but I didn't really have too many expectations.
Okay, that's good. Like I had different experience because, like in Atlanta, I don't know anybody in Atlanta. Like nobody, like no
Atlanta,
family member,
Atlanta.
like nobody. Hey, I was like, what am I gonna do? But then, I had preorientation. Like that's the thing about my school. There's a lot of programs. Like they have a lot of programs that's gonna help you. And I was also part of this thing called BWI. So it's like only Black women on that floor. So it's like it's there to help you, and also first STEM. So the preorientation was first STEM, and I met a lot of people, some Ghanaians, and also like the BWI also like gave me chance talk to like a lot of people. Some were Ghanaians. Like I'm in a suite, and my roommate is Ghanaian.
Period.
My suite mates, one of them is Ghanaian, and one of them is. We'll talk about that later.
Hey.
Because African, like I can't pronounce the African
Ofrihin.
name. I don't know, but like the African country that eats cassava leaves. I don't know, but it's like that one African country.
How
that
am I? Where in Africa do they not eat cassava?
No, cassava leaves.
Is it Eastern, Western, South?
No, it's like South Africa.
Zimbabwe.
I mean West Africa.
West Africa.
Yeah.
Nigeria,
Ceylon-
Cameroon,
Ceylonian?
Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Sierra Leone.
okay.
That's actually funny you say that because in the friend group I was in, one of the girls was Sierra Leone too.
So yeah, it was. I learned it with nobody. It was
But I actually want to ask you. Okay, with you live in Atlanta. There's
Okay.
Black people in Atlanta.
a lot.
But is there a lot of Black people at Emory, or is it
Yeah.
still very closed?
Yeah, that's the thing that's one of the reasons why I chose Emory, because like all the schools I got into, the percentage of like Black people were not as big as Emory. Like Emory
Okay.
have like 15% Black students.
Oh, okay.
And you would think that
15,
that
I'm
is
saying small. 15 and out.
50, like 1.5.
1.5.
Right, but then you would think that is small, but like that is a lot for PWI.
For a PWI,
Yeah,
that
that's
makes
a lot,
sense.
like
I
way
think,
too
yeah.
much actually. And once you get on campus,
She said it's too much.
you see that actually that's way too much. Like I see Black people everywhere.
Okay, that's good.
It gives like mini HBCU and a BWI.
What about you, Mr. Greeley?
Yeah,
Colorado.
I mean, most of Greenland have like Black people, but I don't see them very.
And you
often.
said money hunting.
Yeah. But they are, because like we do have like a program for like Black people. It's called like I don't know, I forgot the.
Is it like an
program name.
organization or
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
a
and-
Black
Black Student
Student
Alliance?
Union, an ASA,
Yeah, something like that.
Okay,
something like that,
period.
right? And then we do meet like every Thursday, and there is more people. Like
Indeed,
there are more
they're
people.
there,
Yeah,
but
I
in a
just
very closed
yeah
environment.
Right.
yeah.
And yeah, so
Where
any
I
money
am
go.
is
Yeah.
like
Well,
yeah.
the
I be
percentage.
trying not to compare my school to y'all because again, my school is the illustrious HU, big HBCU.
Hey, madam.
Yeah,
I
so
will rep
that's
my school till I die. Okay,
Period.
but no, I think that all of that even helps too because you definitely need community when you go to college. Because especially for us, like we left. Were you when you had your sister? And you compare one seven years to
alone
Colorado, and
and
we
out
call
of state.
Atlanta,
Yeah.
and we call Washington DC more. So I feel like community is very, very important. And
Yeah.
I'm glad that you live in a suite mate with people that like you live in an environment with people that are like of similar background to you. Like it's good to like learn outside of your environment, but it's also
So good
comforting,
to
especially
hear.
as a freshman too, to keep
Yes.
things close and to have people
Yes.
that you can like bond with, people that you can learn from and stuff like
Exactly.
that.
And given like also, well, maybe for my school, like most of the people, I'm gonna lie, they're a little spoiled. Like they went to private schools, they went to
Okay.
like
You know, so
out of state, out of the country, like very expensive schools. So like the background, like getting somebody that's like, oh well, I also went to a charter school, I also went to like a state school. It's actually like
Yeah.
it feels good
Yeah.
because the experience is not the same. How are you gonna tell me that? Oh, like you had the same experience as me if you like you went to it's a school that pays like 40K for tuition in
Well,
high
I'm on
school.
for a
Like
skill.
hello.
I'm on for Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
I was also thinking about something too, but Maria into the drew her. We will add it on. But I also want to ask just overall, how do you think your relationship with God or your faith was affected after you went to college? I understand it's your freshman year, but how has it been so far? You can be honest. If you are her crowd, find the Bible.
Oh, and then yeah, okay. For me, so when I first went, it was like actually because like I am an Adventist. I was trying so hard to like get my Adventist community, and my school have an Adventist community, right? But like I tried meeting up with them, but it was too. I say I couldn't find. I don't know. All more time, you know. I said I mean who so. But and my school also have like a church thing that they do. Everybody comes to like a community church, and every time like my friends would be like, "Oh, let's go," and I'm like, I don't think I want to go to a different church if I haven't been to my own church. You know, I don't
Oh,
know.
I see.
Like it was given. If I feel like I was cheating on my church if I went to that church. I'm like, I want to go to my church, then I will go to like Ghana
Okay, I
church,
don't see your
right?
point.
But then I was waiting. Hey, I was waiting
You were
for like
waiting. I don't.
yeah, it wasn't coming. I was like,
Okay.
okay, one day my sweet mate, no, my roommate, her dad was like, okay, I'm gonna go to church. I was like, oh, okay, uncle. So I just went to my roommate to that church, and I actually loved it. Like it was very similar to how Adventists will also do it, but then school, studying, library. Like I didn't have time to like be going to church every like weekend or something like that. So my church was like actually my relationship with God was like I don't know shifted a little bit. But then one day, okay, the way I study too, I need a distraction. Like I study weird. Like I need to be playing something while I'm studying. Like I need to be watching a movie while I'm studying. Something to be studying. I don't know if it's like weird.
Okay.
So every time I'll be watching a movie and I'll be studying, I'm just like, why don't I listen to the church service, like the online church service, while I do that? And I was like, okay, cool, let me just try that, and I did that. And so instead of me watching the movie, I'll be like listening to the Columbus Ghanaian SJ Church, like their weekly, Sabbath school, and I did that, and I kept doing that, and I was listening to Pastor Ewu. Pastor Ewu, like I was listening to Pastor Ewu, I was listening to the Columbus Ghanaian SJ Church, like thing. So I was like, okay, okay. So I felt more closer to God, like over time. But then it took me a long, long, long time for me to get there. So that was my experience with God. But I
Okay.
got there.
What about you?
I was close to God, but I was disconnected from like my church, like the
Okay.
Adventist
I don't
part.
see your point. I don't see your
Yeah,
point.
That's
because
true.
like there's like a group of people that come around the campus to like do Bible study. So we just read like a verse or a chapter, and then we discuss about it. So I was connected with God, but I wasn't connected like to my church or something like that.
Okay.
Right. But they sometimes try to pull me into the church, and I was like, nah, I'm busy.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, y'all did way better than me my
Oh,
freshman year.
okay.
I'm not even gonna lie. My freshman year was very centered around like school and my social life. Like, I don't want to say I put God away, but I didn't. I wasn't
Not close
intentional
enough.
in making time for Him. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if I had spent time with God, it was more of like it just so happened to be that, but it wasn't that like I was intentionally. You see how like when you said that you know that you're studying and you like to have background noise. So instead of you watching a movie, you're gonna put on a sermon or you're going to do something like that. So I don't know, could I maybe trim that, to be frank. And it doesn't mean that my faith like withered or anything like that. Like sometimes I will join the church service as well, but like I said, I wasn't being intentional, and I feel like intentionality would have made it better for me, would have helped me connect with God more. In terms of going to other churches, I didn't shy away from that because in my mind, as long as they're not saying anything too contradictory to my faith, then it should be okay. So if I had the time to go to chapel, I would go to chapel. That's something that I do regularly now. And even that to Nakra is as a result of me having to show up for organizations or something like that. It's not even like, man, I'm sorry, so it's like the intentionality is not there, to be frank. And that's something that I'm still working on. But all the same, I think the time that I definitely was intentional about me being with God was probably my sophomore and my junior year, because the whole audition and get it serious and say, hey, I'm saying I'm baby I didn't remember opportunity, it won't be good. So it's even guilty to say, because it seems like I only went to God when I really felt like I needed Him. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm just being honest. Like I said, everybody's relationship with God is different, and I know what I need to change, and I'm still working towards it. But I was definitely not as intentional. I will say, like, I was outside my freshman year. Okay, I was outside. Boom. We play hard, but we also work hard at my school. But
Right.
play hard, never yeah.
Then
Play,
you-
we are
yeah.
playing hard. So like I was out with my friends all the time, going everywhere, anywhere you could possibly think of. We probably went. Just really exploring DC, taking the time to be a kid in college. Like your freshman year, you're only gonna get that once. The classes are
Exactly.
only gonna get easy, like harder after freshman year. So
Exactly.
I was taking my time to enjoy myself, to be frank. But yeah, shoot.
Wait, I
sometime-
want to add something.
of course.
Like, also, don't let people pressure you, like, when you see other people. Because I know people that will, like, they created, like, a whole church group. They'll be going to church every, like, they be meeting up, every week, like, discussing about the Bible and praying. And the things they be doing behind the scenes, hey. So don't let people, like, pressure you.
I'm telling you.
Because, like, for a moment, right, I'll be seeing every day my roommate and it's like a group of girls. Every time they'll be going to, like, church organizations and, like, this Bible meetings. And then they'll be praying and they're like, oh, Abida, you should come, you should come. And I'm just like, I'm an Adventist. I think I'll stick, because I don't want to know, like, how we do things is, like, different from other people. And I don't want to just be standing here like mumu, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to be like, oh, this girl, she's not serious or nothing like that. So I wouldn't go, because I was waiting to go to an Adventist church. But then sometimes I'll feel bad, because I'm like, do they think that I'm not Christian enough? Like, do they think that because I'm not doing these things, like, I'm not Christian enough? And, like, I think this is not a bad thing, but one of the time, like, my roommate, she was like, I've never seen you pray before. Like, do you even pray? And I'm just like, probably, it's not like I don't pray, but I'm not loud about it. Like, some people, they're loud about it, and, like, the things they be doing behind the scenes is so nasty. But, like, some of us too, we're not loud about it. Like, of course, I do pray, but I'm not gonna be standing in front of the middle of everywhere and be like, oh, Charlie, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm still, like, being a good Christian, so don't get pressured by people's
Yeah,
actions.
that's definitely a good point too. I feel like even my freshman year, there will be people that were very like spearheading like Christian groups, Bible study groups, and so you're the same person I saw at the club just last week.
Worst
You
thing
get what
is
I'm
not even
saying? So it's
clubs.
like, at least with me, I'm not gonna say like, I feel like at the end of the day, I try very hard to be honest with the things that I do and to be honest with what I engage in. So I'm not gonna sit here and say I was praying and I was going to
Right.
church every week and I was doing XYZ. I just told you people I was outside and I was in my books. Those were the
Right.
two things that I was doing my freshman year, was
Right.
staying in my books. First semester we got that 4.0, but every weekend I was also outside with my friends, going out to eat, going to the mall, going to, but we also went to the club. So then when I come and you're telling me, oh, if you don't do this, you should come to Bible study, you should do this, but you were the same person I also saw at the club just this Friday night, question mark. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's a
Yeah.
little weird. But nonetheless, me, I'm not here to judge anybody. Like I told y'all when we started, everybody's relationship with God is very individual, it's very respective. Obiara ne nyame ne send y'all, you know, how they understand God. But definitely don't be pressured into it. Just make sure that in everything you do, you understand that you have a creator, you have somebody that you should be worshiping, somebody you should give your thanks to, and try your best to be the best version of yourself every day. Live by your Christian values, and you should be good. But you don't have to be Hibaba every day.
Exactly.
Hibaba for
Exactly.
no money nana you.
Hey. Exactly. The things they
Okay.
be doing.
Let's see. I want to see this. What was your biggest challenge freshman year? Well, for your first semester of freshman year. I want to start with you because we have asked. I want to share that.
What you didn't
Well,
do.
My biggest challenge was like I couldn't do much things or like buy stuff or like do stuff I want, cause like I was like a kid, right? And I wanted to work, but I couldn't work because like I was like 17, so things were a bit hard for me because I couldn't engage in things that my friends were doing, like going to the club.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Because
No, yeah,
underage.
underage.
Oh,
I couldn't
okay.
go out and have fun, so it was a bit challenging, and kind of like homework too. Like sometimes my homework just it gets like too crazy. Like because I was
Yeah,
doing
the
computer
assignments you do,
science,
so.
yeah. Sometimes you just have to sit through the entire night, and it was a bit like crazy. And I put my classes in the morning, and getting up early was like
Don't do
Yeah.
that.
Oh.
Don't
Yeah.
ever do that.
Oh,
Hey,
we saw me
hey,
on come and
hey.
catch it all. Hey.
Don't ever.
I don't know what it is, but the change from high school morning classes to the change in college morning classes is
Nah.
drastic. Bro, none of my class are earlier than 9. My
10.
earliest class is 9:40. I know cry nyame mu pa ma so the class and I'm not even the 8 a.m.s absolutely not.
If you can
Apple-
change it. Like,
Ah.
that's the thing.
Beside me crying come and catch it. I know they're your known fact. I don't know how many times they will be telling people don't pick 8 a.m.s, don't pick morning classes. People will be like, oh no, I can do it. You can't. I'm telling you now, you can't.
Yeah,
Even
the
the best of
first
the best, you
The
can't.
first week, you're going to be like, okay, I got this. The second week, it's going to, hey.
Once you skip one class,
That's
you're
it.
not gonna go to class ever again. Every time you will make
Yeah.
an excuse not to go. So that's where you messed up. You should not have picked those morning classes.
True.
But what do you mean you couldn't buy things like?
Well, I couldn't work because sometimes, right, I just like to buy stuff for no reason.
Shopaholic. Mr.
And there's a lot of things.
I know
in
what's
our school.
Ghana. Oh my man, Papa, we'll talk whatever you want. They give to you.
No.
What do you mean you like to buy things for no reason?
Well, technology. Feel me? Like
So,
earpods. And
okay,
like,
so
stuff like that.
Edru Hana scanning me hono.
It's for a reason, but
It's
me, I
unnecessary
don't-
to you.
yeah, I
Type.
don't
Okay, I
have-
get it. So you're saying like you didn't have the funds. The funds wasn't there for you to be spending anyhow.
Because you were
Yeah.
working.
Nah, so.
Mhm.
What do you mean? He said I like to buy things for no reason. What the heck? Okay, what about you? What was your biggest challenge?
I would say learning how to study. Like in high school, I didn't learn, like, as I said, high school was really easy for me. Like, I went to class, the exam, somehow, I don't even study. Somehow I passed, I don't know. But in college, hey, if you don't study that, you're not going to get that grade. Like, even when you study, you're not even going to get the grade you want. So,
I'm crying.
you better study. Like,
But yo, what for organic chemistry da? With your name drew her.
But like people, learning how to. The class I took, I would say it was like as hard, but like the content was like heavy. Like I was having exam every week.
Oh yes.
And like the exam
Quizzes
too.
every week.
Like my first week, okay, the first week was like I was like okay. Then the second week we're covering biology, and it was like a whole semester worth of biology in 1 week. I was like, hey. And the third week it was chemistry, like a whole worth of semester chemistry in 1 week. I was like, then the following week was physics,
Listen,
and I was like, oh my
sweetheart.
god,
In high school, biology, they will give you the whole year.
right?
One unit will take 3 weeks to learn.
Yeah.
In college, one unit, one chapter, you're covering that in 2 days.
2 days is is a lot. I'm telling you, 2 days
Two
is a
days,
lot.
2
A
lectures,
day.
not even two
A day.
days, 2 lectures.
That's a lot.
2 lectures.
That's a
So what?
lot.
Like for my classes, we were taking like I want to say, but at the end of the week, we was in like chapter 6, bruh. It was second week of school. First week of school, they would get you sweets. It's syllabus week. Oh, hi guys, welcome to DNDA. We're gonna go through the syllabus. I don't accept late work. I work is 10 days Monday and Friday. You're gonna do. Oh, I'm gonna kind of come out.
Class start
Sweet
this time,
talking.
then,
Oh,
then.
if you need anything,
Hell,
come to
come to me.
office
Hey.
hours. I'm available for office hours.
I mean,
Email
they
the
do
crowd,
offer
email
it,
back.
so-
Office
Yeah.
hours.
Bro, that email, like, it takes like 3 days. I'm like, are you serious right now?
Oh,
By the time they try to respond to you, like, nah, they are no grandpa. I'm like, are you? But
that is so.
I mean, science studies just go by like that fast because like every science studies is like literally hard because you're studying about human life and nature itself, and it's not easy.
that's
So,
true. And
yeah.
I took this class, it was already hard, but then the lab was online. Like, imagine, like, how it was some way. So you had to teach yourself, basically. You know, it was like a self-taught class. So learning how to study was like key, and like exam every week. Like, you don't have time to breathe. As soon as you finish, you have a day to cry. Actually, 30 seconds to cry, and then the following exams is like coming up. So, but something that helped me with that was talking to upperclassmen. I feel like being friends with upperclassmen is very important. Like,
Absolutely.
people don't really like talk much about it, but yeah, talk to upperclassmen because they already been through what you're going through. Like, they already find the way. So instead of you going from A, B, C, you can jump from A to Z. Like, you
Yeah,
know what
like
I'm
my
saying?
sister.
So yeah, exactly. So if you're a first STEM,
I'm a different. Me, I was a COVID baby. You
Oh,
have to remember
okay.
that. So my
That
freshman
was
year,
worse.
the freshmen and the sophomores, college you see what that.
Oh.
Upperclassmen, no, hana mi kubi sano. The juniors, they haven't been to school since. They're about to graduate. The seniors, so graduation, so there was no like upperclassmen for us to like. For me personally, for me to like bond with academically, like I was bonding with sophomores, but like I said, it's because I was worried about my social life and I was outside. So it was technically their first time in college too. So we were all just flabbergasted, walking left and right. But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when it comes to academics, like there wasn't really anybody that you can hang or that I could ask because the sophomores, like I said, is also their first time coming to college too. So we're all trying to figure it out together. They were pretty much freshmen with us. The juniors, they are just tired, honestly, and the seniors just want to graduate. So we didn't even have that.
yeah.
But what was my biggest challenge? Honestly, my biggest freshman year was a breeze. First semester was a breeze. Okay, I went to class sometimes, and it was really just like, okay, if you're not going to class, if you're not going to go to class, just do all your work. So like my time management is top notch. Like I'm not a procrastinator, so I working it. I'm because I don't want to not stress it, it was just too much. So I
That's
didn't
me.
procrastinate. So when it came to schoolwork, it wasn't really hard. What was it like? Going outside was fun. My challenges didn't really come until second semester. So
Okay.
second semester, I don't know what y'all school is like, but like spring semester of freshman year is completely different from fall semester. Like fall semester, I feel like it's very laid back into. So during the fall semester, I know more than I did train. Spring semester, bad. No,
Like,
stay there.
it's intro.
I think that's what it. It's like
cause
they fall semester. No, everybody knows you're a freshman, so they don't do anything crazy. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
You
Like,
think so?
yes.
I don't think so, because I know people who are taking chem. Okay, well, maybe it's just my school, because they make everything hard. Even like the easiest thing, bro, they created their own chemistry curriculum because they didn't like the national one. And they added organic chemistry into the chemistry, like first year chemistry. Are you serious? But like,
That's
they
not
make,
out of the ordinary. in
but
my
like I'm saying,
opinion.
like they make everything, you know what I'm saying? So if you're saying that, oh, they're trying to be laid back because it's your first
I don't
year,
think I don't
nah.
know. It's not that they're laid back. I think that it's distracting because there's a lot of good things to throw at you to keep you in the school. You got to think about this like as a business too. Like it's your first year. So as hard as it's going to be, they're still going to throw the fun things in front of you your first semester to make sure that you stay there for your second semester. So
Yeah.
you're going to go back.
Right, but I'm saying
Right.
like, wait, what do you mean by second semester is like more? I mean harder.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to understand.
It's like first semester I was really on top of my things, right?
Okay.
second semester the atmosphere changed. Like I don't know if it was because the courses I was taking were different and I had different teachers. I don't know if it's because it got cold. I don't know what happened, but second semester kind of hit me a little bit. GPA dropped, but to be frank, I did go through a little bit of the social circle fell apart, and you know how it was like
Yeah.
basically
It was
high school
like-
drama.
They were starting to see you as an adult, so like they were
Ah.
taking things seriously.
It's just like I feel like I don't want to get too nitty gritty into it, but my first semester was great, and then my second semester was the worst
Downhill.
semester of my entire college career. I'm not even
Okay.
gonna lie to you. Like I'm a senior now, nothing hit like second semester freshman year. So like I said, my social circle fell apart. The money that you saved up, more than half of the money is gone. So now you're broke. Like, no, you saved up the money. So by access, baby, Uber. It's like you don't even know the books got expensive all of a sudden. You have to pay to be in organizations. You have to apply to be in organizations. Just stuff like that. The money disappeared. Friends disappeared. Classes got hard. Classes, the professors are foreign. So, I'm kind of crying. So, it was like, what am I doing? And then, like, it got to a point I was just like, okay, so the depression came. I was getting sad. I stopped going to class, y'all. It hit me.
And then you
I
were
went from a
alone.
4.0 to a 2.7.
Hallelujah. Amen.
But me, that's what Patrol. My
Amen.
current
Oh.
GPA is a 3.7. Okay, so we fixed
Exactly.
it. Okay, this past
We
semester
good,
another
we
4.
good,
Oh,
okay.
but like you get what I'm saying? It's like I don't even know what to pinpoint as what the challenge was that second semester. But like it was like a big reality check.
Yeah, it was too much.
It was all once because on my core first semester, I thought things were sweet because everything was fine, and then second semester things started changing up on me, and I felt like it's almost like I couldn't like adapt to it quicker enough. It's like the world was coming at me, and I was like,
Everything at
hey,
once.
it was like everything at once, and then it just flipped on me like that.
But like, did
But-
you join clubs like your first semester?
No.
See, I think that's why, right?
And maybe that's why too.
'Cause
First
you
semester,
did
I only
everything.
joined one organization.
See, that
I only
that's
joined
why.
one. Second semester, I didn't join any because, girl, I was barely holding on.
Yeah.
Even the grades was messed up. I feel like I joined it. That was not gonna work. But then sophomore year, I started to try and kind of pick things up a little bit. That's when I started getting a little bit more involved, trying to get my grades back up. Make sure I keep that scholarship because I definitely did lose it after freshman year. I did lose my
You
scholarship,
don't
but I
want that.
appealed
You
for
do
it.
not want that.
I appealed
So-
for it, and I pleaded my case as to what happened. I was very, very honest. Like it got to a point where I had to use counseling services for second semester because I was like, Afia, you're going very downhill very quickly. You just got here, so what is going on? So yeah, I was very transparent in what happened. So then I got my scholarship back, and it was just a matter of keeping it. But to point, the biggest challenge, not sitting in 10 times too hard, too fast.
And speaking of counseling, it was a point. Actually, I booked an appointment. I just didn't go. Like that's how bad it was. I don't know. I think your second semester, I experienced that like at the beginning of my first semester, cause coming from like high school, like the reality check was poof. Like I got humbled, yo. I got humbled to the ground. Like that's how humbled I was. Like so, it really hit. Like it hit like the depression. I wouldn't say depression, but there was some time. Hey, it was bad. Like I was like, I think I need to see somebody. I think I need to actually see somebody. And high school too, I also got burnt out. Like because of everything that was going on. Like I had to work extra hard. So I got burnt out and straight to college and getting a reality check like that. Hey. But yeah, you're gonna be fine if you're going through that. It's okay.
How did you make your friends? We talked a little bit about that. How did you make your friends when you got to college?
I
Your
mean,
community. How did you build your community?
I transferred like my friends to like my college, so
Oh,
I
He transferred
like-
his
one
friends
to
to-
here.
cause like first of all, they were like my friends, but they weren't really my friends.
Oh, okay.
So like at the end of the school year, I really pressured them into being my friend. Like
Hey.
not like relax. It's not.
Pull
It's
your man
not.
out for-
Well, it's like I got their number. We started hanging out more.
Okay.
So like, I mean, it was really a
He
surprise.
said
'cause,
he
like,
was not gonna go to college lonely.
yeah, it was a surprise because when I was there, they were also there. So I don't know if they like talked to my counselor or something, but like when I was there, they were there and they had the same major as me. So
Oh, okay.
Okay.
yeah, I mean
see a
that's
difference.
literally the part. Like I think it's part of why like like my freshman year was easy because I was doing assignment with them, like
Oh, okay.
sitting. So yeah,
You had the support.
yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
I mean, my friends and my suite was literally like the coolest guy. So like we just clicked, and he also had the same major as me. So like everyone around me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
So
went
like,
there.
you
You
know,
was very chill,
Yeah, that's
and I
that's
love
what
that
I'm
for
saying.
you.
Like
Yeah.
my heart.
I
my
love that
first-
for you. Yeah, break kakro.
Yeah, but
How did you make your friends? How did you build your community?
for me, I think just being yourself, like the friends is gonna come. Like
Oh, that's real.
you're gonna attract the friends you know that is cool with your vibe. Like me, I'm very specific with people I hang out with. Like, cause me kwasa Sonia fina beyo when you know what I'm saying. So like, I don't want just anybody to just be my friend. And for me, being a Ghanaian played a big role in like my
The
friends.
type of
'Cause
friends that you have.
I have a whole Ghanaian friend group. Like they're all Ghanaians
Mm-hmm.
and they're all from different places. Like you know what I'm saying. Some of them are international students. My roommate is an international student and she's Ghanaian. Like so, but that it was a click. Like I don't know. We met her. She's Ghanaian. Her family loved me. I love her. Like you know, it just clicked like right away. But then everybody else, it was just like you see somebody, you say hi to them, and they also say hi to you back, and then before you realize you're getting their Instagram, they're getting your,
That's
basically
exactly
like
how it happens.
it basically.
I think that's a girl thing too. I feel like girls are just very like easy to open up in
Right.
general.
Not just girls though, because I have male friends who I just
Almost
met
me a
them.
Ghana fan.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
period.
also just other people who are also not Ghanaians.
Right.
But I'm gonna lie, they're mostly Africans. Like the Africans in the area, I don't know.
We're
I'm very
tight.
particular with who I hang out with, and I want to like African, like mostly Ghanaian friend group, and I got exactly what I wanted. So
Period.
just go to them, just say hi. Like that's it, literally. I think that's it.
That's good.
Just say
How
hi.
did I build? Okay, so boom, I told y'all I went to school with two girls that are already from here. So this is what happened. Senior year, everybody was figuring out what schools they were going to, right? So boom, this girl that we were acquaintances, like I said, minimum, you know what I'm saying? Like we're classmates at some point. She was like, "Oh, you're going to Howard. I'm going to Howard too." Okay, boom. So at least minimum, yeah, I know at least one person that I went to high school with. I know how she is. She's cool. And then also in here too, like the Ghanaian community here, I said we're a little bit close. So one of the girls that I was, cool with from high school, she went to somewhere, like she went to a school in Denver, but she was also going to Howard. So I was like, okay, another person that I could do. So I knew Mom Krana. My parents met her parents. Her parents met my parents. We like booked our flights together, everything. So that was my main girl because she's Ghanaian. She lives in Colorado. There's really no way to like escape that. She's going to the same school as me. She
Right.
lives in the same dorm I'm going to be living in too. So that's
Okay.
how that friendship came. But when I tell you, Howard is very like, you get what I'm
Tight.
saying? It's very tight. So when everybody got accepted, that's when the group chat started. People are finding each other on
Right.
Instagram, Snapchat. People are posting about it, making group chats with people that they know from different hometowns. So before, and you also have to remember, we were also COVID kids. So this was everybody's first time going to college, everybody's first time out the house.
They're all
So we're
excited.
all excited
Right.
trying to meet up with everybody that we could possibly find. So in the group chats, I was in many, many group chats. My whole class of 2025 also had like a group me as well. So we started getting acquainted with each other. So by the time we went to that friend group,
Right.
before we even touched down that friend group, 10. It was probably more than that, but like it was a solid 10 group of people. But then when we went there, it's like you started hanging out with very specific people of those 10. So it ended up being that it was me, the girl from my high school, the Ghanaian girl from here, the Ghanaian girl's roommates, and then one of the another girl from Sierra Leone that we were in another group chat with, and we just became very close. So it was 5 of us. And when we dinner together, lunch, class, we near Danny carpool. Now we have it was cute. Like it was a little bit of a sisterhood. We were eating together, going to the mall together, grocery shopping together, everything that you can think of. So it was very sweet. And then like you will meet up with people, like I said, it's texting now, group chats now, in person. So like, oh, I met this girl from this, she's from this group chats. And it was very, very different too because all of us had different majors. So it wasn't even like with you how munina school major class we were all doing different things. Like I was health science, some other girl was biology, one of the other girls was doing nursing. So we were all different. Like it's all in life sciences, but we all still had different classes. And then like I said, You meet one girl, oh, I like your shoe. Nan I said the next day, so no I say who be. I say, oh, didn't I see you?
Yeah.
Now I shall say open what do I down for?
Exactly.
It happened very naturally. And y'all know me, like I'm very open. I'm not like a shy person. So if I see you and I feel like, okay, you got a cool vibe and I start seeing you consistently, you're in my class, we like the same things, you just end up being acquainted with people. You don't say, oh, or am I down for dear, but it's somebody that you know, somebody that you respect, somebody that you can hang out with, somebody that you can, if you need anything, yeah, you can ask type thing. So that's how it really was. But I had my solid group of five. Yeah, of course, strong pa, but we only went strong for first semester. Second semester, do no be
Anyway.
yeah, and shut down coffee, but anyway, saying in I this year.
Right, that's true.
Yeah,
That's the thing to me. I can't do big groups. I don't know. I feel like big groups always bring drama. So yeah, I can't do drama. Like me
drama.
personally, I
Boy,
don't want
I've
no
never
drama.
been in that much drama ever in my life. I'm not even playing. Even high school, it was okay. But realistically, though, my parents will always tell you this. Like, I've always had a issue with friendships. Like, I would always be in friendships that didn't really last. I don't know what it was. I don't know if I was the problem or the types of friends that I was with was the problem. But like after that, I said, boy, now I'm in preview. So after freshman year, sophomore year, I was by myself
The whole
all the
time.
time.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And there's
like,
nothing wrong with
Don't
that.
ever feel pressured. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I like to be by myself. Like, I'll go to the dining hall. I'll see people. Hi, but I come over. Come and sit here. Charlie, me feel cry.
I'm
Like,
crying.
I try sometimes. Like, yo, you always see me like playing hide and seek in that lunchroom because I'm trying to hide from people. Like, because I just want time for myself. Like, I want to be just watching my little Grey's Anatomy. Like, something
She
nice.
wants time by herself.
Exactly.
No, I'm a social butterfly. I thrive when there's people around me. I thrived in other people. It's not like I can't be by myself, but if I ever had to choose, I want people around me. I love community. I love family. I come from a big family too.
Right.
We're always in each other's faces. Like I said, I'm a social butterfly, so I want to be everybody's friend. I want everybody to be my friend. I want to be cool with people. I want to have like access to people. I want people to have access to me. So that's the type of person that I am. So yes, I can hang out with myself, obviously.
Right.
But like if it was up to me, I want to be around people.
People
But like I said, when I get into friendships, it's not like I get peer pressured. No, I still have my own thing, but I really hold my friendships very close to me. And not everybody is like that. Like my friends end up becoming my sisters. They end up turning into a sisterhood for me, but it's not like that for everybody. So after that freshman year, I said, okay, now I have to be very particular about the type of people that if friendship means this much to me, I have to be very intentional with the type of people that I want to be friends with. And that's what it was for me. So they drew on that. And drama na we can't say that. You know how like it gets bickery. I was like, nah. So bro, it just felt like everybody in my friend group turned on me.
Damn.
It wasn't really fun. I want depression. School no jina.
And that's
Teachers
real.
never come home.
That's real.
Hey,
Fresh depression is real. Friendship depression.
Bro,
It's
friendship
real.
depression
It's
caught me
real.
real bad. And then like a little bit of relationship stuff. So now so me kopre me. Yeah.
Wanna
Man
smile.
tiefia. Me call me person me ye bibia bi na me kohwe na me say boy.
You don't
Ko share me niasin. But like I definitely that's what I'm saying, that though it was the lowest point in my life as a college student, it literally built my personality. It literally like rewired my brain and how I think. I feel like that experience was very, very necessary. You know how like in life people go through something and it just changes the whole trajectory of their lives. That's what it was for me. So I feel like I'm much better. I wouldn't go back to change. Okay, I would go back to change some things if I could, but I'm grateful that it happened the way that it happened because of the things that I've learned from it. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
But I want to bring this back to God. I feel like if we're gonna do this after church podcast, we can't leave the church out of it.
Exactly.
So let's really end with this, like, with everything that you know now, you get what I'm saying? With everything that you have learned, if you were going to give yourself, like, advice moving forward for you guys, like, how are you going to change it? Keep it centered to God. And then for me, I'll also advise our viewers from, like, Christian perspective, my advice to them.
I would say that pray about everything and do not rush about anything. Do not feel pressure. I don't know how some people get pressured, but me personally, I cannot get pressured. Like, that's one thing. Like, my level of discipline when it comes to pressure is beyond. So, like, don't be pressured about nothing. Don't be pressured. Just pray about everything and give God time to, do His wonders. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the same advice for me. Because, like, even though I was doing the Bible studies, I wasn't really praying about anything. I was just like, I was steady for a test and then hope I do better. But I don't ask God for anything. I mean, I'm surprised I'm still living because, like, I didn't talk to God one bit. I was just reading the Bible and that's it.
That's God's grace, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
God's grace.
So, like,
kind of He will still bless you.
Right.
So from now, I think I'll, like, get more connected with God, praying and asking Him for a lot of things. So, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely agree with all of those things. Prayer was going to be mine as well. That was one thing that my dad literally talks about all the time. Like, he will not stress this enough because that's the only way for you to communicate with God outside of the church. You get what I'm saying? Outside of you going to church, outside of you reading your Bible, if you really want to have an intimate moment with God, there's nothing that's going to do it for you besides prayer. And it's so comforting to me in knowing that, like, you can literally talk about anything. Like, that's what I keep saying. Like, it's you and God. So and yeah, I feel you're not doing this to please anybody else. And yeah, I feel now so you have to do it in a very specific way. It's just you and God. So whatever you want, that's you ask Him for. Whatever you want to talk about, you talk about it with Him. And I think that definitely would have helped. Even on the side that it doesn't mean that you have to go and be a super Christian. Like, it's great if that's what you can do, then that's what you can do. If you're one of those type of people, God bless you, and He always will. But, like, just be authentic in your growth. Like, you're a human. You're going to sin, but it doesn't mean that that's an excuse for you to detach yourself from God. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's what I was doing. Like, okay, I was like, oh, I'm a freshman. I want to enjoy my freshman year. I want to enjoy Howard. And I was going outside. And in Mum, I was still in my books. I was still doing school, but I was leaving God behind because I wasn't being intentional with Him. I wasn't connecting with Him. So I feel like prayer would have helped me center a lot of the things that I was going to do to one point. You get what I'm saying?
True, yeah.
Yes, I was interested in so many different things, but if I centered everything I did around God, it would have brought me the peace I was looking for. It would have definitely helped in the types of friendships I was in, the types of things I was doing, little things like that. So definitely prayer. I think that is the biggest advice. Coming from Mr. Thomas Bachiyadum himself as well. So it's not just me, Papa Nekanchireme. But I think that today was a good episode. There was a lot of things that we didn't touch on, but I think it was a fun conversation. Basically, what I heard was that this man had a freaking breeze.
Bro,
Nothing
he just
happened to him.
enjoyed.
He had his sister. He had friends. He had
The same
also
issue
that,
too. It's
like,
like-
hey, he didn't go through troubles.
Not
Yeah,
even a single one. Some of us, we didn't even have nobody. Not even. But
He
we
just
made it
went to college and had a blast. I went to college, had a blast, and a question Kameya Tia Tobina. Anyway, you gotta pick yourself
Yep.
back up. Karen's still going through it.
Well, no. See, that's the thing. I already
Hey.
my film.
Oh,
like,
she's gone
yeah.
through it.
I went through it, like, let's say, like, the beginning of the semester. But then I picked up myself. Like, I
Okay,
was like,
period.
and that was
working
the
through
thing
it
though.
then.
I think that's something. As soon as I got connected to God, like, I felt like I'm getting connected to God. Like, things changed for me. Like, I'm serious. My grades, like, that grade was actually crazy. Like, I took a test, and my grade was like, whoop. And I was like, what? Like,
Testimonials.
exactly. So get
Some
connected to
catch-up.
God. I'm so serious because, like, that was so shocking. And, like, some of my friends, they were like, what happened to you? Like, you're not like this because they've never seen
Hey,
me.
I don't almost say
So-
Wabon.
No, not like that. Like, I seen, like, being
That's
connected
pretty
to
much
God.
what she said. She said, you got an A. What
No,
happened?
no,
to
no,
you?
not
I'm
even
just
about the
playing.
grades. I'm talking about.
That's so funny.
I'm talking about, like, they've never seen me being so connected to God. Like, they saw me listening to Pastor Awu. They were like, what happened to you? Like, what happened? I'm just like, nothing happened.
Stand
No.
out.
I'm just, like, trying to, and it really worked. Like, my grades was looking good. Well, the essays there was coming back and forth, but, we still did it. Yep.
Is it safe to share our GPAs for the semester? How did you do?
Oh, I did. I kept my scholarship, and for my school, you had to get a 3.6 to keep your scholarship. So
I know.
you can do the calculation yourself.
And no. All you need to know is you got it above 3.6. Listen,
Exactly.
as long as you keep that scholarship, nothing else matters. Well, thank you guys, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hopefully, we're going to have more episodes to come. Once again, my name is Afia. This is Karen here. Mami Abna.
And I go by Abna now.
Hey, say there, Karen.
Yeah,
Boy,
like in
yeah.
school, everybody call me Abna.
Oh, and no,
Since
no,
Colorado people.
Abna. And I also go to Friday.
Uh, Kennedy. Just-
Kennedy.
just-
What's it they don't-
Don Jazzy.
Hey.
Okay,
Okay.
this is from Afia, Abna, and Kennedy.
Yep.
And no, I don't know. Thank you all so much for listening. I hope you all have a great day, evening, morning, whatever it is, and stay blessed.
All right, bye.